Boom! What up, dog? We big chillin', baby. I am Donovan Batiste. Hey, and this is Leadership Mindset. Welcome back to the channel, and today is all about the easiest way for you to become a pilot, because I want you to feel what pilots all over the world feel when we whipping that thing. And here is a step-by-step guide to become a pilot. Step number one, numero uno, for the easiest way for you to become a pilot is if you're going to want to book a discovery flight. To book a discovery flight, just simply Google discovery flights in your local area. They're usually going to be located at a general aviation airport, and you can go to your local area and go on a discovery flight. All you're doing on this flight is you're going up inside an aircraft with an instructor, and they're going to guide you through the entire process. May even let you take control of the controls at some point and wing that thing, you know what I'm saying, and really control the aircraft and float through the air and enjoy the entire experience. You're doing this for multiple reasons. One, you're going to get a chance to see your local area and your city from a whole different standpoint. It's one thing to see things from the ground. When you're driving through the city, it's another thing to see it from the sky. But you're also going to be able to understand whether or not it's flying something that you want to do with your life and your experience. This is very critical and very important. Sometimes you may see somebody doing something in life, and it can be anything. But when you get close to it and you experience it for yourself, then you may realize that it is or isn't for you. So this is a great way to discover that on this discovery flight. That's number one. Number two, of course, you're going to more than likely be in a small aircraft, and that has a different approach and a different feeling for everyone. Some people may get claustrophobic. You can feel a little bit of everything inside of a small aircraft. Caution, weight turbulence. You can rocking back and forth, or you're going to be cool with that. It may feel like it's on a roller coaster. Every little slight little bump, you're going to feel that. So you got to be comfortable with that kind of thing, and you get something that's going to make you comfortable with it. So you're going to get that out of your system, and you're going to understand whether or not this is something that I really want to do. This is something that I really want to pursue. That's what you want to get out of your discovery flight. You can do that right now, today. Book your discovery flight locally in your area, and you're already on your way, one step closer to becoming a pilot. Step number two, numero dos, for the easiest way for you to become a pilot. And this isn't number two on most people's lists, but it's number two on my list, and I'll tell you a reason why. And the one thing you want to do in that number two slot is you want to get a medical clearance. And particularly at the private pilot level, you want to get that third class medical right now in the number two slot, after you've already discovered that flying is something that you want to pursue. And the reason why I have this high on the list in that number two slot is because you don't want to go through this entire process. All the resources that you're going to need, all the reading, all the studying, watching all the cool videos like the one on this channel, doing all the work and all the leg work and all the things that you got to do to be a pilot, only to find out that you couldn't become a pilot simply because you couldn't pass the medical examination. So you want to make sure that you're 100% ready and good to go right now at the gate at the number two slot before you get further down the line. And if you're not, then it's something maybe you can work on so you can pass that medical and become a pilot going down the line. So make sure your health is always the number one priority. Forget being a pilot right now. Just thinking about life. You can't be the happiest you want to be in life, or you can't be the leader that I know that you can be, unless you take health as your number one priority. So make health your number one priority. Get that in order. Stay on top of your game with that, because that's only going to make you a better pilot in the long run. All that cardio, all that weight training and things that you do, it not only strengthens the body, it strengthens the mind. So when you're under stress, you're going to be able to execute and perform at a high level. And then when those passengers sit next to you, they're going to look at someone who's fit, and they're going to feel more secure and more safe in their journey as well. So it's a lot that goes into this thing. Passing the medical and getting it, it isn't anything so high level that you can't do it, but you want to make sure you can't not just grazing over that bar to pass that medical, but that you're in the best shape that you can possibly be in, so you can be the best person and the best pilot that you can number be. And that is number two on the list for how the easiest way to become a pilot. Step number three for the easiest ways to become a pilot, you're going to want to pass the written examination. And you're going to want to do this early in the game before you even step foot in the cockpit. It can make the entire process a lot more streamlined and easier for you. So you haven't even touched the inside of the aircraft yet and officially started your training physically inside the aircraft, but passing that written examination is something that can take a weight off of your shoulders. It can also get you acclimated to the process and a lot of the terminology that you're going to be using throughout your entire pilot journey. So you want to prioritize this to do this first before you even step foot inside the cockpit. To help you study for that written examination, there are a lot of online training courses, Sporty's being one of the top ones. There's also many others out there. Do competitive reviews, read, ask friends, Google. Use what you got to use, the tools that you got to use to find out the ones that are best for you. But sign up for one, get one, and go through the entire course. You're looking also for one that's going to give you a sign off after you have the study program and after you have the written down to be able to go and take the written examination. So it's going to give you like a little certificate at the end of completing the course, and then you're going to take that certificate and go to complete the written examination for you to become a pilot. And this is going to get you one step closer to being in the air, swinging and banging that thing. One big note here, when you pass that written exam, and you will pass it because you will study for it because this is something that you really want to do. This is your dream, so you're going to study hard for it. Make sure that you do everything that you can to score the highest score possible on the test. This is very key for many reasons. You never want to do anything just half do it. Okay, you never want to do like, oh, I only have to make 70% to pass the test. You want to make higher than whatever the score is. You need to just be sufficient in it. You want to be as high level as possible. The reason being, you never know when you may have to use these skills in your pilot journey. And then not only that, any questions that you may miss may come back to you later when you get ready to go through your check ride. So if you want to make that check ride nice and smooth and easy for yourself, get the highest score possible. First of all, study your materials and don't even decide to go take the test until you know it backwards, forward, and sideways. And when you got it sitting like that, then you go hit that examination so you can get 100% on that thing and you'll be good. This is how you master the written portion of becoming a pilot. Step number 4, numero cuatro. You're going to want to find yourself a CFI. This is a very critical part of the entire process. This can make or break your journey in the process if you don't find the right CFI. And the right answer to this is going to vary from person to person. We all have different personalities. You got to find someone you mesh with. But something that you can use as a point of reference, think back to when you was in school. Or for my young ballers out there, the ones who's still in school right now, whatever level you may be at, high school, college, whatever you're doing with your life right now, think about how there are some teachers that have a certain teaching style that you just gravitate to. You like their style, you feel that you learn a lot, and then there are other teachers that even though they know what they're talking about, you just can't get through to them. You just don't connect with them. There isn't that connection and that energy there. You want to find you someone where there is a connection and where there is energy in that place. One way you can go about doing this is that same general aviation airport that you did your discovery flight on. You can go slide back over to that general aviation airport and just start circulating around. It's all about relationships, baby, and make sure you can find yourself a CFI. You can Google, you can search with friends, you can do whatever. And when you link up with someone, don't just hire them right away. Maybe you just take them out for a cup of coffee, for a lunch, because that little bit of money that you're spending on buying them a drink here or there or buying them lunch, what you're really doing is trying to build a rapport and build a relationship and make sure you understand to yourself, is this somebody that I'm going to be able to work with that can help me get through the process? It's going to be a long and hard process. It's going to be some many ups and downs. It's just like when you do anything new in life. It's just going to be like that. So is this the person that you want by your side helping you run that thing when it's time to run that thing? So you got to take this all into consideration, and this is some advice to help you find the best CFI for you. There is no such thing as a universal great CFI for everyone. You're going to just have to find a person that's good for you in the moment, in the area that you live in, and push through and go with it. And don't take a long time doing this. Pick someone and go. Take action now. Step number 5, numero cinco, for the easiest ways for you to become a pilot. You want to link up with that CFI and be able to lay out that curriculum of what it's going to take for you to become an official pilot. Walk you through everything that's going to be happening, the maneuvers you're going to have to know, all the solo trips, the cross countries, everything. You're going to need a grand total of about 40 hours, but most people are going to go over the 40 hours. So don't get bogged down in the specific number of hours that you have, and most importantly, never compare yourself to anyone else. This is part of leadership and being a leader in general, and the big leader that I know that you are running your own race, your own journey, your own life. You don't compare yourself to anyone except yourself. Every time you step foot in that cockpit, are you better this flight than you were last flight? Are you progressing? Are you learning at your own pace and running your own race? That's the most important thing that you want to be doing as you're going through this entire process. Some people are going to solo within 6-7 hours. Some people are going to solo within 60 hours. That's just the way life is. But at the end of the day, it's all about what kind of pilot are you at the end of the entire process. So never compare yourself to others. Go on your own race. Some skills and maneuvers are going to be easy. Some are going to be challenging. That's life, baby. But just stick with it and you'll be just fine. Number 6, numero 6. You're going to want to do a mock check ride. Now, if you done got all your hours, you done did all your maneuvers, your CFI to walk you through the journey, you're getting ready for that check ride, you're going to want to do a mock check ride. It's almost like you're prepping for the test itself, and it is test day, but it really isn't. And let your CFI walk you through that. Let you be able to feel the nervousness that you're going to feel on that check ride day. Because you don't want to get to your check ride and this is your first rodeo. You feel like you've already been there. You've already done it because you and your CFI has already walked through the entire process and they put you through the grind of what it may be like on that day with your designated pilot examiner. So that way you're fully prepared for it. You know, preparation, meeting opportunity is a wonderful thing, baby. And when the two meet, boom, special things happen. So make sure you're prepared as much as possible, and when that opportunity presents itself for that check ride, you're going to be fully ready. Numero 7. Boom! It's the day of the check ride, baby. And you're ready, you're prepared, you've done all the work. It's time to go, baby. It's go time! And you're excited and you're doing everything that you want to do, but you're also nervous. It's understandable. Just stay calm, stay relaxed, and enjoy the process. Perfection isn't a requirement, just like in life. If it was up to be perfect just to achieve anything in life, nobody would be successful. Perfection is never a requirement. But what is going to be a requirement for you is to have command of the aircraft and have a high level of situational awareness. Those are the major things that your designated pilot examiner is going to be looking for. Can you command this aircraft? Who's the pilot in command, baby? Who's the big leader up in this thing? And situational awareness at all times. Eyes behind your head, on the side, ears popping, everything doing what they need to be doing at all times. These are the key areas that you want to be studying and practicing throughout your entire pilot journey. And when you get to that check ride, it's going to become second nature and it's going to be muscle memory for you. And when you officially pass that check ride, congratulations, you are a pilot. And these are the 7 easy, not so easy steps to become a pilot. Anybody can become a pilot, and aviation is for everyone. Thank you. And if you are watching this video right now, if you had any part in this journey, please hit the comment section down below. Let me know what part of the journey you're in, what part you enjoy, what part you didn't enjoy so much. Each one teach one. Let's all help each other enjoy the process and enjoy everything that they're doing. If there's anything I may have missed, hit that comment section down below and let us all know what's going on so we can help enlighten everyone else who's watching this video. I am Donovan Batiste. Hey, this is Leadership Mindset, baby. Subscribe to this channel for more leadership, self-improvement, and pilot talk, baby. Don't forget to like this video. Holla!